This is Emmanuel from Tanzania, a boy who lives with his mother in a village just outside the city of Arusha. During her pregnancy, his mother contracted malaria, which led to Emmanuel being born without the ability to walk. As a result, his childhood has been spent mainly within a small circle around the house. When his mother went to work in the fields outside the village, she carried him on her back. However, when Emmanuel turned 10, his mother could no longer carry him. From then on, he was more bound to the house than ever before. Thankfully, a neighbour took an interest in Emmanuel's fate. She collected money from the neighbours and went to a mobility care wheelchair workshop with the request for them to build a wheelchair for Emmanuel. The next day, Emmanuel and his mother could already have a new wheelchair fitted and measured at the workshop. And just 2 weeks later, thanks to his new wheelchair, Emmanuel was able to go to school for the first time in his life. Emmanuel says he's been lucky. He had his neighbours and had a wheelchair workshop nearby to give him what he needed. In Tanzania and the surrounding countries in East Africa, however, there are hundreds of thousands of children just like Emmanuel, but whose situations are very different. 20 years ago, the Tanzania Wheelchairs Foundation established the workshop where Emmanuel's wheelchair was built. Despite Tanzania's 68 million inhabitants, only a handful of these workshops exist. Sadly, the tools and machines needed for them to function are too expensive for most people, which is why a plan has been devised to manufacture wheelchair parts in Arusha using modern machines instead of by hand. Aspiring wheelchair manufacturers can then order individual parts online. This makes it much easier for individuals and small businesses to start building wheelchairs in an economically viable manner. Gradually, a network of wheelchair workshops can grow so that people in every corner of the country can have access to locally manufactured wheelchairs.